Often racing for the 207 here, the Every Race Live on Racing TV handicap hurdle, and it's Gautreau Joe, Known and Irish Odyssey. They dawdle down towards the first of 10 flights of hurdles. A distant place is just in behind. Ali Andy very keen in the red jacket over that first flight, out very wide. Corrie Lindo in the stripes. The hoop jacket towards the inside is unblinking as they race out of the back straight for the first time, and Ali Andy's the one who's refusing to settle early on. So Gautreau Joe is in front. Gautreau Joe going on from in second place, Known. Then in third is the grey Irish Odyssey. Then in behind, in fourth position, is A Distant Place. First time into a handicap. Still running away is Ali Andy for David Bass. Unblinking has the rail, and out slightly wider is Corrie Lindo and Jerry McGrath as they race into the home straight. Going very steady here on heavy ground on the hurdles course. So Gautreau Joe on the far rail, and Unblinking stays down that side. Ali Andy is just continues not to settle. Is now moved into the lead, Ali Andy. Very, very keen indeed over the next flight. Irish Odyssey in behind with Known. Then in behind is A Distant Place for John Joe O'Neill. And then in behind that one is Corrie Lindo as they head towards flight number 3. So Ali Andy, who has been running away early on. David Bass doing his best to try and switch this horse off. Tracked through by Irish Odyssey. Far side is Gautreau Joe, who was a winner at Sandown last time in those familiar Terry Warner colours, the yellow with the black chevron. And then in behind, in fourth position, is Known for the Nicky Henderson team. Nico de Boinville on board as they head over the third flight of hurdles. Then over is A Distant Place, who's about 8 lengths off the pace, with in behind Corrie Lindo and Unblinking, who's right over on the far side under the guidance of Gavin Sheehan. Over to what will be the final flight in the circuit's time. Ali Andy with on the far side Gautreau Joe. Irish Odyssey is next. Then in fourth position is Known. Get back to A Distant Place. And then comes Corrie Lindo and Unblinking. So a circuit in front of them. Gautreau Joe back in front from Ali Andy. And then in third place, Irish Odyssey. Then in fourth position is Known. They're being pursued by A Distant Place, who comes next, followed by Corrie Lindo and Unblinking. There's probably about 10 lengths covering the 7 runners. So Gautreau Joe heading down the back straight, still 6 flights of hurdles to jump from Ali Andy in second. Then comes Irish Odyssey in third place, 4 lengths back to Known, 2 lengths back to A Distant Place. Then comes Corrie Lindo and Unblinking. Unblinking was a little bit slower than the others at the back. So Gautreau Joe up on the inside from Ali Andy and Irish Odyssey. Sam Twiston Davis seeking a double on the card. Then in fourth position is Known, being followed through by A Distant Place. Those two getting a little bit closer. 6 lengths back to Corrie Lindo and a couple of lengths back to Unblinking. So Ali Andy back in front again, jumped that well. From in second place is Irish Odyssey. Gautreau Joe is on the inside of that rival. Then in behind is Known, with on the far side also getting cover A Distant Place. Then comes Corrie Lindo and the back marker remains Unblinking. So down the undulating back straight, they're going downhill, about to climb again very soon towards the final flight down the far side. It's Ali Andy on the outside of Gautreau Joe again, with 2 lengths back to Irish Odyssey. Then in fourth position is Known with A Distant Place. Corrie Lindo comes next. Unblinking is getting more and more remote out the back. So Gautreau Joe up on the inside of Ali Andy. Here's the final flight then down the back straight. This is 4 from the finish. Gautreau Joe jumped that well. In third place is Irish Odyssey. Then comes A Distant Place on the inside of Known. Corrie Lindo still just about in touch, and Unblinking is about 15 lengths off the back of Corrie Lindo. So the jumping complete down the far side, about to make their way towards the home straight. They've still got around 6 furlongs left to go and 3 flights of hurdles to jump. Gautreau Joe on the rail still with Ali Andy. Then in behind is Irish Odyssey, chased by Known in fourth position. And then comes A Distant Place and Corrie Lindo, who's going the scenic route up by that rail, but quite a few of them are staying down this stand side. Gautreau Joe, Liam Harrison has stayed on the far side. Unblinking is continuing but tailed off. Well, Ali Andy still just about in front. Gautreau Joe, though, on the far side, a little between these two. In between Irish Odyssey. No, now being shaken up. A Distant Place tries to creep into contention, followed by Corrie Lindo as they have this very long run towards 2 out. Now Ali Andy's being passed by Irish Odyssey. Far side, Gautreau Joe still there. Coming into it a distant place. No, not really picking up at the moment. Corrie Lindo making a bit of ground up from the back as they head towards the final 2 flights. Then Gautreau Joe on the far side, Irish Odyssey down the near side, a distant place. And note the progress of Corrie Lindo, who's coming into it under Jerry McGrath. Heading towards 2 from the finish. It's Gautreau Joe on the far side in the lead. Chased now by a distant place. Corrie Lindo down the centre of the course. They've left Irish Odyssey behind, followed by Known. Gautreau Joe under pressure, a distant place down the near side, and in between is Corrie Lindo. Corrie Lindo. Oh, Gautreau Joe takes a crashing fall at the final flight. A distant place is down the near side. Corrie Lindo's been shaken up, and on the near side is a distant place who tries to rally. Corrie Lindo on the far side. A distant place is down the near side, racing up towards the finish. Corrie Lindo in front from a distant place, and Corrie Lindo has won. Takes the handicap hurdle for a second victory for Corrie Lindo, a distant place in second place. Then came Known in third, followed by Irish Odyssey and Ali Andy.
Surprise result. Jerry McGrath, who's got a couple of tremendous rides to look forward to at Aintree on Saturday, has warmed up with a 7th winner of the season on board Henry Oliver's Corrie Lindo here. I really hope that Gautreau Joe is up all right. It did just look like he was coming to the end of his tether, just clipped the top of the hurdle and came down. I hope that he gets up okay. Ali Andy dismounted after the line by David Bass. He had run very keen and just burned himself out. Here is the final flight, and I mean it looked just like he a tired fall for Gautreau Joe, and I hope that's all it is, and he gets up. But you know, the pace was sensible in the conditions, but Corrie Lindo was ridden very quietly. So too was a distant place by John Joe O'Neill Jr. And ultimately, I mean, you know, you'd forgive any horse in these conditions. I think perhaps Corrie Lindo just possibly was helping Jerry McGrath slightly more than a distant place was John Joe O'Neill on the flat. But I'm probably being harsh. It's only the horse's 3rd run under rules, a distant place, and he travelled well for much of it. But possibly Corrie Lindo was just finding a little bit more, having been given a very quiet ride into the race by Jerry McGrath. As you have a look at the replay, I'm going to try and get an interview with the winning jockey, and you watch a final replay of the winning horse.
Second number 2, which was point, yeah, 11 to 4.